Hi, we're Ruben and Rebecca, and we specialize in quick trips on a budget. We just came back from an Alaskan cruise on serenaded seas, and we want to show you what we did in port.
Before we tell you what we did on our excursions, I want to talk about options. See, Royal Caribbean and most cruise lines have their own excursions that they sell. They're a little costlier. However, they are more tuned into the ship's schedule, and they're guaranteed to get you back to the ship on time so that you're not left behind. However, you could also find excursions on your own. They're cheaper generally, but they're not guaranteed to work at the ship's time, so you do take a risk there. We decided to do both.
We went to Royal Caribbean's presentation on shore excursions. Some of it was helpful, and some of it was steering us to shop at their stores.
Our first stop was in Ketchikan, and we experienced a con to booking from a third party right away. You see, our ship was in port at a different cruise port than the rest of the ships. We didn't know that there was a separate port, and so as a result, we missed our time for our first excursion. Now, thankfully, the company that we booked with was very flexible and allowed us to book at a later time. But it was a little dicey. We had to make some adjustments.
The day our cruise ship docked in Ketchikan, there were 6 other cruise ships alongside of us. So the downtown Ketchikan area got a little crowded.
That's what they were saying.
Clam chowder.
The fish plate,
What is that?
crab melt.
Crab melt. And what is yours?
Halibut.
Ooh.
Thank you, Devin from Southeast Sea Kayaks, for being flexible and even giving us a personal ride back to our ship so we make it back in time.
Lion's Mane?
Look like under there.
About 48.
You guys like the salmon? Are you going upstream?
Don't hit us. Well, despite seeing 0 orcas, this excursion could not be any more perfect. It was just absolutely beautiful, so serene, and it ended with a light rain that felt like, well, Alaska.
Back on the big boat. This is a really good way to spend the afternoon. While this is technically not a port, cruising the Tracy Arm Fjord was my personal highlight of the entire cruise. This beautiful and majestic area, you get to see a 360 view because the captain will slowly turn the ship, and it is magnificent.
If you're planning on doing an Alaskan cruise and you're trying to decide, do I take an inside stateroom or do I go for the balcony? You gotta go for the balcony. And this is the reason. It made it worth it.
It's delivered, so that makes it more worth it.
In the port of Juneau, one of the highlights and most visited place is the Mendenhall Glacier. The question is, well, how do you get there? And the answer is, take an Uber. It's cheaper, it's quicker, it'll save you time and be well worth it.
Yes.
Look at Robin. She is R&R in it. Oh.
She's just R.
I'm an R&R.
She's R in it. There is the beautiful Nugget Falls right behind us. Quick hike up here, and what a view. Now we're going to go down on the beach where those people are.
The hike from the visitor center was like a mile maybe?
Yep.
Very easy, flat, paved, A lot of traffic. There's a lot of people here. A woman at the visitor center, one of the rangers said that half of the cruise ship guests will visit the glacier. So that's about 6,000 people today.
It's a lot. After the glacier, we had nothing planned. David and Robin decided they wanted to take the tram up to the top of Mount Roberts and do a hike.
Are the green leafy trees you see. Its uses include smoking salmon.
We decided to go whale watching, and we found a tour stand right at the port.
Y'all doing? Good. Sweet. Well, welcome aboard Too Shy. It's not Tushy. It is Too Shy.
I'll give you some more of the anatomy here. So these humpback whales can get over 60 feet long. That's longer than the length of the boat that we're on. Can weigh up to 80,000 pounds.
We decided to go whale watching, and I'm glad we did. There's at least 3 here, and they're very active. They're feeding.
We saw some dolls, porpoises, and some eagles, but the whales.
Oh, here comes Smile. 2, 3.
Well, here we are in Haines, except you're not going to see me in these videos because I got sick. I'm going to talk about that. What happens when you get sick on a cruise ship? That'll be another video.
Thanks.
People were coming into Skagway, and the government thought it might be a good idea to have some military presence in this area. The hammer out front there is, they tried to make it the largest hammer in the world, but it turned out to be the second largest hammer in the world. So that's their claim to fame.
Chilkoot Lake. We're about to head out and go kayaking. You guys ready back there? Let's do it.
All right, thanks. Hop on up.
We're going. Sorry, Ruben. Wish you were here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, David? Tell them. Tell the people.
They're very edible, or red huckleberries, depending on the trail tube. Easiest way to identify it is it's set in squares.
That's tasty.
Banana slug, a very young one. This one is vanilla flavored. I'm just referring to the coloring. So if you look at him, he's a little nervous because he can kind of see shapes around him. He's got two antennae that he's sticking up and taking a look-see. His right one's sucked in right now. You see little black dots at the tip of his antennae. You might think, oh, those are little eyeballs. They're pheromone receptors. He also, underneath, you can see by kind of where his little mouth guy is, he's got a randula down there where he uses it to detect pheromones as well. We have wild Alaskan blueberries. We also have blue huckleberries.
So this is Devil's Club again. You guys already know that.
Gifts for the kids. Tacos in Alaska, good.
Very good.
Fish and chips. This lady's husband just caught these. Really hot.
I got it from Hawaii, but it's only like this stone is only from...
We used a combination of cruise line tours, outside vendor tours, and last minute tours that we booked right there in Alaska, and they all worked out well for us. We hope this is helping you plan your trip to Alaska, and we'll leave our links in the description.